very warm welcome to all our viewers on No Filter Cricket, and it's a happy new year to all of you. Thanks for watching, and we hope we continue to get your feedback and more visibility, and particularly your comments are something that we look forward to. Your questions, which are live, are also very, very interesting. Hope to get that cooperation going. So in the first show of 2024, the interesting beginning is that we are beginning with Campa Cola. और आपको याद होगा कि जब कैंपा कोला का बड़ा रेज होता था तो उसको कैंपा कोला हम लोग यहाँ नहीं कहते थे, कैंपे कोले कहा जाता था, और उसका एक जबरदस्त ब्रांडिंग थी वो और थम्स अप। लेकिन बातचीत यहाँ कैंपा कोला की इसलिए हो रही है क्योंकि कैंपा इज द ब्रांड व्हिच विल नाउ बी वन ऑफ द मेन ऑफिशियल स्पॉन्सर्स विद बीसीसीआई. I have my very good friend CS with me. CS, first of all, hope the new year is treating you well.
Oh, yes, and Happy New Year to all the viewers.
CS, with Campa coming in, while we can discuss a little more in detail about the branding and various other things, but the most important part is with Reliance pushing Campa, and for our viewers, it is important to know that they bought the Campa brand for only 22 crores. And this was an acquisition by Mukesh Ambani's FMCG arm. So, with Campa coming in, which are the two brands which will be kept out? Pepsi and Coke. And that's a massive statement being made, CS?
This is again a rivalry. I can't discuss about this, but good, I would have been, more happy had they kept out all the bettings, that jitne bhi 11s, this 11, that 11, all the betting apps which is endorsing cricket at the moment, and disclaimer में चलाते हैं, इससे आपको आदत लग सकती है, प्लीज बच के रहिए, आदत आप लगाते जा रहे हैं. So morality का कोई issue नहीं है. It is a war between all the colas, whether Campa wins or anybody else. But I still remember, in 2002, if I remember correctly, when Gopi Chand won his All England, badminton championship, the first one after great Prakash Padukone, and he got an endorsement from one of the colas. I don't want to again, name that. But he refused that. And at that point of time, I was told, when we spoke to Gopi at that particular time, it was 1 crore rupees, which was huge in terms of, outside cricket. But he refused that because he believed that youngsters should not drink all these, colas or whatever. This is bad for health. But anyway, right now, the bad for health is betting apps more than, all these colas.
बहुत सही आपने बात करी, और चूंकि आप कह रहे हैं कि ये जो ब्रांडिंग की बात है, जाहिर सी बात है वो हम लोग क्रिकेट की ज्यादा बात करना चाहेंगे, but it is important to also note that currently some star Indian cricketers like Ishan Kishan, Yuzvendra Chahal, Arshdeep Singh and Surya Kumar Yadav, they endorse Campa. What we would also see that some of them who have been doing the Coke and Pepsi campaigns outside, it might come to a stop because there might be a conflict of interest. So, yes, this whole camp gets divided.
एक फेमस कोट होता है ना, गुजरात में कुछ भी हो, मोटा भाई की जो कंपनी होगी, मोटा भाई के अगेंस्ट कोई नहीं जा सकता है. The country is now being run by all the मोटा भाईs. So I believe what you are saying is correct. And if they have to survive, whether it's any big cricketer or whosoever is playing in Mumbai Indians, the BCCI belongs to one of the Mota Bhais. So you have to be very wary about all these things.
Okay, coming to specifically cricketing matters, the interesting return has been of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma in T20 matches. Let's take a look at their age. Now, Rohit Sharma is 36 years old and Virat Kohli is 35 years old. तो जिसे कहते हैं, चाहे मजाक में ही ले लीजिए, तो दो बुजुर्गवार लोगों को आपने T20 में पुश कर दिया, तो हमारे लड़कों को क्या होगा, CS?
But I think the most important news of all these, amongst all what is happening outside, the defeat of Delhi, yes, from Pondicherry. Pondicherry came to Delhi, defeated Delhi by 9 wickets. It was a one-sided game. So I think Virat Kohli should be more worried about his, next generation in Delhi. From where he has come up as a youngster. I still remember when he was 14, 15, 16, 17. I saw him, emerging as a star. but I think he should be more worried. And people like Gautam Gambhir, who is actively involved in Delhi cricket, or Ishant Sharma, who refuse to play important games for Delhi. I think they have to give back to the game. I think that was the most important thing. But coming back to what you are saying, it's a step backward, definitely. And I don't expect these selectors to go very forward or to actually have that kind of vision. It all comes from the top. कौन सा प्लेयर खेलेगा कौन एब्सेंट है द स्टार वैल्यू द कमर्शियल वैल्यू टीवी कंपनीज आर सेइंग who all should be included there. So this is all we have seen that right from the time MS Dhoni or Sachin Tendulkar or Saurav Ganguly, they were playing, when they used to get rested or something, there was hue and cry from the TV companies and all the brand ambassadors, all the brands. So I think it is more to do with commercial, but it is definitely a step in the wrong direction, one. And second, our youngsters, there are so many good youngsters who are coming up. When I talk about T20, in test cricket there is no youngsters, nobody is coming up, nobody wants to play. We have seen that, whether we have won one test or we have lost one, but all the performances were below par. Everybody's performance was below par. So I
यस, मैं
think in
यहाँ पे
T20,
कुछ कुछ स्टैट्स चीज करना चाहता हूँ विराट कोहली और रोहित शर्मा के बारे में. सो विराट कोहली के अगर हम स्टैट्स देखें, खासतौर से T20 मैचेस में, जो हमारे प्रोड्यूसर ने अभी ये लगा दिया है, वेरी हेल्पफुल. तो 115 मैचेस, 107 इनिंग्स, ओवर 4000 रन्स, हाईएस्ट इज 122. Average is good, 52.74. Strike rate healthy, 137, 100. Now, Rohit Sharma has done much better. He has 148 matches. He has scored close to 4,000 runs. Average is not that great, but he has 400s. Also, another important point here that we must share with our viewers is that Rohit and Virat have not played T20s since India's semi-final defeat to England
yes,
in the T20 World Cup in November 2022. So, assuming that they will be picked for the T20 World Cup in June 2024, करीब करीब 2 साल का गैप हो चुका होगा. और बीच में तो ऐसा ये सारे इंडिकेशन थे कि ये लोग T20 में नहीं जाएंगे. There are fitness issues also, which may not apply to Virat so much as to Rohit. But again, my main point is that, like the issue that you constantly keep talking about, why do we take one step forward and two step backwards? It is a young man's game, and don't tell me that there are not enough young stars on whom celebrities who have attained a celebrity status, on whom ads and sponsorships cannot ride on.
Well, again, as I was saying, this is all market driven, one. And second, there is no vision, coming from the selector side. I remember in good old days, we used to, talk about, we should have professional selectors who should be paid selectors, so that there should be accountability. I think we were fools. The moment they become, paid selectors after Dilip Venkateswar, the Colonel regime, I think they have all become very unaccountable. They don't owe anything to this country. They only count their money from whatever. Again, why to take Ajit Agarkar, Chetan Sharma, that Sting, or anybody, all people, they are only counting money. I'm there for 3 years, let's count it, 2 crores per year, and then probably TAD, everything. 1 year means whole lot of crores for you, and then again your settings and everything. So again, this is a problem that they don't take press conferences now, like is happening in our country. There is no press conferences, there is no reasoning, there is no accountability. The only thing is they come up with a statement कि ये आई है, कहाँ से आई है, मोटा भाई से आई है, किससे आई है, nobody explains, and there is no reasons why you are bringing in 36-year-old or 37-year-old people back into the game, which actually demands a lot of your energy. And by doing so, they are compromising on the other forms of the cricket. We have seen their performances have gone down in the test cricket, in other white ball cricket one day, but they are doing so well because they have to play every year. They have to play T20 and with one of the franchisee. So we can't blame them. Also, they want to play, and selectors want them to play.
सीएस कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है कि ये ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप में जो फियास्को हो गया फाइनल में, उसके बाद इन दोनों महानुभावों को लगता है कि ये एक आखिरी मौका होगा जब वो शायद एक वर्ल्ड कप जीत पाए, इसलिए इनको मौका दिया गया, ये भी हो सकता है क्या?
आई डोंट बिलीव इन दिस। आपने जो खो दिया सो खो दिया, आगे क्या होगा आई डोंट थिंक इवन दे नो के क्या होगा और अगले वर्ल्ड कप में। बट द पॉइंट इज ऑब्वियसली दे वांट टू be alive and kicking. They want to be seen as alive and kicking, and that's what matters in world cricket right now. MS Dhoni, once he's out, obviously nobody takes his name. Yes, he still has some commercial value, but overall, once you are out of the one form of international cricket, then obviously you are out of so many things. And that's what we predicted. If you remember, I told you the moment we lost that the World Cup, that Rohit will be out of captaincy, and that's what exactly happened. Hardik was brought in from some other franchise, he was given captaincy. So that's also been a crisis for Rohit, or for Virat for that matter.
There is a question which is coming in, and the question is interesting. It says, I think Rohit and Virat are important for this T20 World Cup because it's in the USA and it is also in the West Indies, and Virat is currently the biggest global star in cricket. Your thoughts, sir?
He's a global star, there is no doubt about that. But you have to always remember that, like Sir great Sir Vivian Richards, or Sunil Gavaskar, when he was retiring after 1987 World Cup, you have to retire at your peak. You should not be, आपको पता नहीं, ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि अभी तक क्यों नहीं गए, that kind of question. So again, this is your choice, personal choice. I don't want to comment on this, but Virat is very fit, there is no doubt about that. Rohit is looking little bit, I think tired after playing so much of cricket. So probably his body is less, I think adaptable to current situation than Virat Kohli.
जहां तक इंजरीज की बात है तो हार्दिक पांड्या जो कप्तानी कर रहे थे, हम सब ने देखा कैसे उनकी एंकल इंजरी हो गई और वो काफी जबरदस्त हुई है। अब तक वो रिकवर नहीं कर पाए हैं। सूर्य कुमार यादव को भी एंकल इंजरी हो गई। साउथ अफ्रीका में ही वाज डूइंग अ प्रीटी डिसेंट एनफ जॉब एज द स्टैंड इन कैप्टन। ही हैज हिज ओन स्टाइल ऑफ फंक्शनिंग। सो डू यू थिंक दैट in case these two gentlemen do not recover in time for the World Cup, of course there's IPL in between, they would desperately want to figure there, it might be a huge setback for India?
Definitely, I think the reason for playing these two stars is also because two young stars are also out with injury. I think that is also could be a reason, in the selector's mind, because you need couple of starry people, starry names in your team. But yes, if they get fit, obviously the captaincy will be to somebody else. Surya Kumar or Hardik should be the captain, one. And second, probably, yes, they could be dropped, keeping in mind their age and all. But again, if they want to give them a chance to win a World Cup, another World Cup, and especially to Rohit, who hasn't won any World Cup, Virat has one under his belt. So maybe that could be. I mean, this is again something that I am saying it from my own, vocabulary. I have absolutely no reason. किसी ने कुछ नहीं बताया, कोई बात नहीं करता. So accountability is zero. Press conferences are zero.
प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस तो कहीं भी नहीं होता है।
हाँ, मैं वही तो कह रहा हूँ। मैं तभी अब तो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस मैं और आप ही करते हैं और थोड़े से हमारे व्यूअर्स करते हैं, अदरवाइज नो।
ये टॉपिक बदलते वरना हम लोग फंस जाएंगे इसमें। सवाल आया है, वो कह रहे हैं कि विराट वाज बीइंग ब्रांडेड फॉर LA28, so maybe he will continue to get selected.
Sorry again.
Virat was marketed even for LA28 for the LA games, so maybe he'll continue to be selected.
Good luck.
Okay, moving on. CS, there has been a lot of talk about Sanju Samson, and both of us have spent adequate time discussing him. But again, poor chap, at age 29, he is now as a stand-in behind wicketkeeper Jitesh Sharma for the T20 team in the series against Afghanistan. What are your thoughts?
मोटा भाई से पूछिए, वहीं से टीम आ रही है। दिल्ली में आई वाज टॉकिंग टू ए सेलेक्टर, अगेन कमिंग बैक टू दिल्लीज डिफीट, फ्रॉम पांडिचेरी। आई वाज टॉकिंग टू ए सेलेक्टर, मैंने कहा यू शुड बी अशेम्ड। मैंने कहा आई वाज एक्चुअली, मेरे को इतना गुस्सा आ रखा था जिस दिन मैंने ये पढ़ा, स्कोर कार्ड देखा है वो, एंड मैंने कहा यू शुड बी अशेम्ड बॉस। मैंने कहा आप सिलेक्टर हो, अब मैं आपको जानता हूँ, यू आर ए गुड क्रिकेटर, ये वो काइंड ऑफ। उसने एक ही चीज बोली, शेखर भाई हमारी कोई औकात नहीं, रहना है तो रहिए, वरना ऊपर से रात को 12 बजे टीम आ जाती है, कल कौन खेलेगा, फ्रॉम द प्रेसिडेंट्स रूम और सम सेक्रेटरीज रूम और ये वो। आपकी कोई औकात नहीं, कोच की कोई औकात नहीं, आपकी टीम को खिलाया जाता है। सो दैट इज एट ए दिल्ली लेवल। इन इंडिया लेवल, इफ यू वांट टू अर्न 5-6 करोड़ a year, गुड लक। संजू
I
सैमसन के लिए मैं जरूर बोलूंगा आरोप कि
जी
संजू सैमसन मर की फॉर लास्ट कितने ऑलमोस्ट ए डिकेड नाउ, 7-8 years consistently he is performing, but probably he comes from Kerala जिसके शायद वोट का मायने नहीं, जिसका कुछ नहीं, and it's such a sad situation now when he is on almost on the late 20s. We are talking about him and everything, we say sorry for him, we feel sorry for him, but it's a sad situation for Indian cricket. He was such a talented guy, I always believed it.
While the team for the Afghanistan series has been announced, and most of them are the usual suspects, but sorry, I have a question on Arshdeep Singh. That there are other replacements available for Arshdeep in that slot, and he still remains erratic. He still has those one or two matches which are really terrible, which cause the side. I don't wish to be unfair to him. He's a young man who wants to build his career. But CS, what are your thoughts?
I always believe Arshdeep has more than what he has shown till now. Arshdeep is a good lefty. He has a natural in-swinger like any of the greats of the past. But point is you have to handle him with care. He's a youngster. He doesn't have that great body, like jo inbuilt hota hai by birth. But the point is he is talented. You have to understand. Give him time. Use him, in a way that he should not get tired or should not get injured. And then T20 में खिलाओगे तो मार पड़ेगी ना, किसको नहीं पड़ती? I feel so good for Wasim Akram, lefties या मैग्रा और all these people जिनको हम greats कहते हैं, या डेनिस लिली, T20 होता है इनका भी करियर खराब होता कहीं होगा। Point is इनको आप ढंग से यूज कीजिए, they are good for your future, and especially with the red cherry, they have proved whenever they have given chance, इनको लेकिन यूज करना तो आना चाहिए। अगर आप घोड़े और गधे को इकट्ठा यूज हर जगह करोगे तो कहीं तो गधे भी जीतेंगे, देखिए फिर आपको कुछ वो नहीं कर सकते। यू हैव टू मार्क द पीपल एंड उनको यूज करना ठीक से सीखिए आप। अपार्ट फ्रॉम आई थिंक अगेन फिर क्या बच्चों के नाम क्यों लेने, अपार्ट फ्रॉम सम लॉबीज विच आर क्लोज टू मोटा बाइज एंड ऑल, बाकी सब प्लेयर्स को रैंडमली आप पिक कर लेते हैं कहीं पर भी, और फिर उनको मार पड़ती है, फिर कहते हैं अच्छा है या नहीं बुरा है। बट द पॉइंट इज लुक एट द ओवरऑल सिनेरियो ऑफ इंडियन क्रिकेट एंड यू नीड गुड टैलेंटेड पीपल।
सीएस, दो सवाल आ रहे हैं। एक मुदित कुमार का है, वो पूछ रहे हैं कि उमरान मलिक का क्या हुआ, उसे क्यों भूल गए हम लोग?
I wanted to say something लेकिन नहीं बोलूंगा, but yes, very unfortunate. He was the fastest, not one of the fastest, he was the fastest. There was lot of expectations. मैंने एक आधी बार देखा, बहुत नहीं, लेकिन yes, थोड़ा erratic लगा, लेकिन मुझे लगा कि अगर मैंने बहुत से देखे, जब लिली का MRF कैंप चला था, initially when we were young, we were also playing. उस वक्त पे बहुत से ऐसे प्लेयर थे जो हमारे से खराब थे, वो किसी तरह एज फज करके वहां पर पहुंच गए। हमारी एज फज नहीं हुई, हम नॉर्मल लोग हुआ करते थे विदाउट एनी आशीर्वाद। वो लेकिन जब हम गए, हम उनको बहुत क्रिटिसाइज करते थे, ये लड़का वहां गया है खराब, मेरे से नीचे खेलता था, आई वाज हिज कैप्टन, ये वो। बट बिलीव मी, जब उनको राइट डायरेक्शन मिली आफ्टर 1 year, वी वर नोवेयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ देम। आपको राइट गाइडेंस, आपको राइट एटमॉस्फेयर मिले, और वो दे बिकेम क्लासी। उसके बाद कुछ खेले, कुछ नहीं खेले, फेड आउट हो गए, अगेन द पॉलिटिक्स। बट द पॉइंट इज, ये जितने भी प्लेयर हैं या कुछ किसी के लिए भी आप बात कर रहे हो, इनको उमरान जैसे, मलिक जैसे लोगों को, इनको 2-3 लोगों को आइडेंटिफाई कीजिए। चाहे वो, आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग रैंडम नेम्स, कपिल इज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, ही इज मेकिंग लॉट ऑफ मनी, कोई जवागल श्रीनाथ प्रॉब्ली इज ऑल्सो हैप्पी विथ रेफरीशिप। बट कुछ एक लोगों को कीजिए, जैसे वेंकटेश प्रसाद ने बनाए थे, थोड़ा सा उन्होंने गाइड किया था। 2-4 लोगों को पकड़िए, एक अकेडमी, यहाँ आपके पास अब तो हजारों अकेडमी है इंडिया में, उनको वहां पर ट्रेन कीजिए, लगातार एटमॉस्फेयर दीजिए, और उनको सबसे बड़ी चीज स्पोर्ट्स साइंस सिखाइए। पेस बॉलर के साथ मैक्सिमम प्रॉब्लम ये है, उनको स्पोर्ट्स साइंस ही नहीं पता होती, उन्हें अपनी बॉडी के बारे में नॉलेज नहीं होता. जब तक आप अपनी बॉडी को नहीं समझोगे, बिलीव मी, आपका करियर कहीं नहीं होगा. बट वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट, मुदित, आई एग्री विद यू.
There's one more question. I'll see if we can pop that up, which says, what will be, it's an interesting question, CS, what will be Rinku Singh's impact in T20 World Cup?
I think फर्स्ट टाइम जब इनका बहुत सुना था, आई ऑलवेज बिलीव कि ऐसे ही एक बुलबुला होगा पानी का जो एक आधी बार किया. बट बिलीव मी, ही हैज प्रूव्ड हिमसेल्फ. ही हैज प्रूव्ड लॉट ऑफ पीपल रॉन्ग, इंक्लूडिंग मी. स्मॉल साइज, बट आई थिंक ही इज ए डायनामाइट. And the way he's performing, quite consistent till now. But now comes the pressure game. You know, once you become famous, आपसे expectation है लास्ट ओवर में 5 छक्के मारोगे. बिलीव मी, आप अपनी जिंदगी में दोबारा 5 छक्के नहीं मारोगे. होता ही नहीं किसी से भी. सर गैरी सोबर से भी 6 छक्के वाला नहीं हुआ था, या युवराज, या ऑल दीज पीपल. बट द पॉइंट इज, उस 5 छक्के की बदौलत आप अपनी कंसिस्टेंसी, जो जिस बैटिंग नंबर पे आप 6, 7, 8 पे आ रहे हो, वहां पर अगर आप 25, 30, 40 आप रेगुलर कर रहे हैं एंड इम्पैक्टफुल विद 20 बॉल्स 40 रन, आई थिंक दैट्स द काइंड ऑफ कंट्रीब्यूशन India or any of your team wants from you. But he's definitely a good player, good for future, I think.
Great. CS, let's end the show on one observation that I had, and it was I saw Mukesh Kumar bowl for the first time in a Ranji Trophy match for West Bengal, and there was something very good about him, the way, a bit Shami-like, but he's his own man, consistent, he has movement, he has reasonable pace, and he's very, very focused. It was very good to see him bowl for India. What are your thoughts?
Whatever I have seen, of Mukesh, I think he has talent. There is no doubt about that. He has a very good seam positioning. और बॉल को, जैसे बॉल को कहते हैं ना, एक तो पटकना होता है, डेक हिट करना होता है, एक बॉल को लहराते हुए ले जाते हैं आप, स्विंगिंग आप ट्राई करते हैं. दैट ही हैज दैट एबिलिटी. लाइक शमी, आपने बिल्कुल ठीक बोला, लेकिन शमी की सीम पोजीशनिंग इज इवन बेटर देन एनीबडी एल्स इन द वर्ल्ड. उनको एक तो वो समझना पड़ेगा, एंड दूसरा, आई थिंक शमी हो या ये जितने भी यंगस्टर्स हो, अर्शदीप हो फॉर दैट मैटर, आई थिंक इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जब आप इनके साथ रह रहे हैं, इनसे सीखिए. शमी हो, कपिल हो, कोई भी, प्रभाकर हो. कपिल ने प्रभाकर से सीखा था, आफ्टर दैट इंग्लैंड सीरीज, कि बहुत से पुरानी बॉल को रिवर्स कैसे करते हैं, पुरानी बॉल स्विंग कैसे करते हैं. सो यू शुड हैव दैट कैपेसिटी कि आप किसी के पास जाएं और उससे ले सके, उनसे छीनना पड़ेगा. आई थिंक ही इज अ गुड फ्यूचर, लेकिन इट्स टू अर्ली, आई वुड से.
Okay, CS, thank you very much for your time, and we'll be meeting more often in this year because बहुत कुछ cricket होने वाला है. And meanwhile, for all our viewers, enjoy your Campa Cola, and we'll catch up with you. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.